Yo, what they do, Jones Crew? It's your girl Crystal, and I'm back at you again with another lit video. You already know the vibes. Yo, make sure you hit that like button, guys. We are live. We are live. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in, guys. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in. So tonight we're going to be covering everything in regards to the takeoff situation. We're also going to be covering what's going on with the DJ Pat, the new suspect that has been arrested for the murder of Takeoff, guys. So make sure you hit the like button. I'm going to get right on into it. I was actually recording. I thought I was live already, so I just covered a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to have to recover it, guys. So we're going to tune into DJ Akademiks. He's actually live right now. He's covering a lot of documents in regards to the situation, covering a lot of documents about DJ Pat, which is Patrick Clark, who has been arrested for the murder of Takeoff. He has actually been charged for the murder of Takeoff, guys. Make sure you check out my last videos, hit the like button on the way in, and we're going to get right on into it. Make sure you stay in the live. We're going to be covering a lot of documents. We're actually going to head over to DJ Akademiks right now. He's got all the documents, so we're going to go over this documentation with him right now, y'all. Come on.
Get what I'm saying? In dollars. That's actually interesting. His driver license. He had to go get a passport. So they're saying, bruh, if we let him out on bail, a motion before there is even the arraignment.
Okay, so right here we have the document where the prosecution has filed a motion for sufficient bail, which means they do want to set his bail at $1 million. The state wants to make sure that he does not get a bond any less than $1 million. So they did file this motion right here. As we can see, I'm gonna play the video, and the judge has not yet signed this motion, had not agreed to this motion. Now we all know DJ Pat does have court on December 6th, and he was arrested just yesterday on the 1st. So let's get into the documents.
To say, yo, do not give this nigga bail. The state of Texas, and through its assistant district attorney, requests that this court enters a sufficient bail pursuant to Texas Code Criminal Prosecutor NRS, blah, 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 non-oppressive bail, which is required to give proper consideration of the nature of the offense, protect the safety of the victim and the community, and provide reasonable assurance that the defendant will return. The nature of the case reflects the defendant committed the
Okay, so right here, basically what's going on is that DJ Pat, which is Patrick Clark, had applied for an emergency visa right after the death of Takeoff. Right after Takeoff died, he applied for an emergency visa and he booked a flight to Mexico. Now, that's insane, guys. I don't even know what to make of this situation, honestly. Like, he's showing himself guilty right there for something. He's definitely guilty if he's booking emergency flights to Mexico and getting an emergency passport. That's why they're considering him a flight risk, and they do not want to set his bond under $1 million. Okay, now what else is interesting here in this document is that they go on to say that he shot a firearm into a crowd that struck the complainant, which is Takeoff. They're claiming that he struck Takeoff in the back and the head. Now, as we all know, when they released the coroner's report said that Takeoff was hit in the head and the torso. So this is a little different here. There's already, it's not adding up at all, guys, but let's keep going.
Instant offense of using a deadly weapon, and they use a deadly weapon to commit the offense that caused the death of the complainant. The complaint they have as Kirsten Ball, aka Takeoff. This procedure as the defendant is charged with a violent offense. The state is further opposed to a low bond based on the public safety concerns because the defendant shot a firearm into a crowd of people and struck the complainant in the back and the head, causing his death. Now, this is very important right here, because based on this affidavit, And unless we hear something different, the prosecutors.
I just need to know how come the affidavit and the coroner's report is stating two completely different things. Why are they saying here that he struck him in the back and the head? And the coroner's report says that Takeoff was only shot twice, once in the torso that went into his arm and once in the head. Okay, make it make sense, y'all. Like the video on the way in, guys. Let me check and see what's going on here. Make sure you like the video in, and let's keep going, y'all.
Are that he is the sole person that shot Takeoff. Now, it doesn't say other niggas wasn't shooting. They're just saying the person who shot Takeoff twice, because all we know is that Takeoff was shot twice, is this guy. Do you get what I'm saying? Remember, there's other people who got shot. So the guy in the yellow, I believe they're being a little bit hush-hush on it because he might be charged with shooting somebody. Or if not, he might get a quote-unquote attempted murder.
Do y'all think this guy is just a fall guy? Let me know what y'all think, because I didn't see this guy on any of the footage that was released, that was circulating online. I didn't see this guy at the bowling alley. I didn't see him. And if you look at my last video, I just dropped a video showing on his Twitter that he was at his club on the night of Takeoff's murder. So this whole thing is not adding up, y'all. It's not making sense at all.
Or something like that. You get what I mean? So there's much more. Texas.
All right, let's keep going because there's a lot of documents in here to cover, guys.
A monetary amount. Because the only reason I'm even bringing this up is that.
See, so they're requesting his bail be set at $1 million. The new killer, the new suspect, the new murder suspect, they're requesting that his bond be set at $1 million.
If a nigga try to escape to Mexico, why even give him a chance? Because, you know what I mean?
And as you can see, the judge has not signed on this motion of bond, a motion of sufficient bond. The judge did not sign off on this.
And like, yo, him and the this is a state motion for bond conditions. They're saying
all right, y'all. So basically right here, this is the conditions of his bond. As you've seen, if you've seen in my last videos, I did show you the condition of Lil Cam's bond, which we all know he broke and violated. So this would be the condition of Patrick Clark's bond. If he was to get bond, this would be the conditions, okay? So they want him to not have any visas, not be able to apply for any visas. They also want him to have no contact with anyone in the case, which would be Takeoff, but he is unfortunately not alive. And they also want him to stay away from any of his family members, siblings, any type of person, whether it be by phone, by mail, or any other manner or by means.
The $1 million bond gets approved. The prosecutor is saying they're cool with $1 million. Like, you can tell this is a template because he's dead. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, show up to if a case.
Now, this is where it gets interesting right here, guys, because they're stating that the condition of his bond would be to stay away from any of the complainant, which is Takeoff's family, siblings, parents, blase, squaze. They also don't want him to have any contact with J. Prince Jr. and his family or household, as well as Shakur Stevenson. Why wouldn't they want him to have any type of contact with J. Prince Jr. or Shakur Stevenson? Is it because they're co-defendants and they are as well involved in this murder and they will be charged too? Or is it because J. Prince Jr. is the one that's telling on this young man and giving him up? As we can see right here, he is ordered to stay away from J. Prince Jr. as well as Shakur Stevenson. The bowling alley, he's not allowed to possess any firearms. They want him to do drug tests. They want him to stay away from any alcohol or controlled substances. They also want him on an ankle monitor. They also want him to have a curfew between the hours of 12 a.m. and 11:59 p.m. So this looks like the same exact conditions that they had Lil Cam under, except for in this one, they're actually naming names of who he is to stay away from, like Jay Prince Jr. and Shakur Stevenson.
If you get a case, think about even domestic violence. They're going to tell you, stay away from the victim and witnesses, or stay away from victim and your other co-defendants. You know what I'm saying?
I think Jay Prince Jr. is snitching, y'all. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Why does he have to stay away from Jay Prince Jr. and Shakur Stevenson? Now, if y'all remember, Shakur Stevenson is the boxer. He was standing right next to TAKEOFF when he got shot.
Obviously, TAKEOFF is the victim. Obviously, TAKEOFF's family. That makes sense. Why is Jay Prince Jr. on this shit? That's odd.
Very, very odd.
Stay away from anybody who's a... Police have had contact with Jay Prince Jr. The police have had contact with Shakur Stevenson. They're either trying to get them to cooperate, trying to get them to talk, trying to get a statement out of them, or may have got a statement that is going to be used. And they're just trying to say, because we need...
I definitely feel like Jay Prince Jr. gave a statement. What do y'all think? Do y'all think Jay Prince Jr. dropped the statement, y'all? Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think Jay Prince Jr. is snitching? Because I think this man is singing like a bird. We already know he's worked with the feds before. So let me know what y'all think, guys. Let me know.
These motherfuckers to prosecute you. If you contact them, there's another way to look at it too. So it's not only witnesses, co-defendants. You know what I'm saying? So it's a possibility that Jay Prince Jr. and Shakur Stevenson might not be witnesses, might be people who are also being investigated. I don't know, and I'm only reading it.
I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it, guys. I don't know, seeing that they are tied in. They are tied in with the HPD. They are tied in with the mayor. We've seen it, guys. We've seen the proof already.
Off of this paperwork. You know what I'm saying? He like... This nigga slow. He applied for a passport.
Okay, let's hear what Wack 100 got to say about this, y'all.
To do what? To go to Mexico? An emergency passport. When you apply for emergency passport, you have to submit an... Oh, bro, let me tell you why they slow. On the Mexico side in California, from San Diego to TJ, they don't ask for no passport for entry. Dude was supposed to jump on the 10 freeway, hit the 8, and come in that way. That's why I call these niggas weird, bro. See, when you file for that emergency passport, you got to show them where you going. So they was already going to know where you at. They just go, same thing with this young lady with this other murder in Mexico. Nigga, he was supposed to get on the freeway coming to Cali and drop in and come through TJ. You in Mexico. The fuck are you doing? If you go to Mexico from the California side, they're not asking for no passport or nothing. They're going to ask for a regular ID. Facts. Yo, okay. So hear what I'm saying, though. And there was at least 3 niggas firing a gun. There's 3 niggas firing a gun.
Did he have this trip to Mexico already planned? Are they trying to just pin this murder on this guy like we've seen Jay Prince do in the past? Like in the 90s, we've seen Jay Prince set people up. We've seen him in action already, y'all. We've seen him do it before in that dice game back in the 90s, guys. We've seen him set someone up and make this other guy take the fall for a murder that happened at his dice game.
Why are you running days after? Why don't you, like, if you got some money to even think about running, why don't you say, there's 3 niggas firing, like, why don't you say, right now, my name not even getting brought up in the media. Let me get a lawyer. Let me lay low. But if you look like you about to run, you got to imagine they're in everybody's cell phone. Let me ask you something, man. If you look up, they said
black Chevy Tahoe did a hit and run on a red Corvette, right? And you know you had a drunken night. You wake up in the morning and see it, you're going to say, God damn, nigga, I got a black Chevy Tahoe. I was in it last night. I was drunk as fuck. And you go look at your motherfucking Tahoe in the garage. You got red paint on it. You going to go paint it? You going to send it to the body shop to get fixed?
Okay. All right.
You know, only, you know, individual knows what's them and what ain't. So, you know, a lot of these motherfuckers, man, they overreact, show their hand, man. You know, I don't know. This shit kind of crazy.
All right, y'all. Let's keep going. Let's see if there's any more documents on here that we need to cover.
Number one, if you traveling across the border with over 10,000, you gotta declare it.
Yeah, I mean, he ain't gonna clear customs anyway. Fucking with a plane.
Yeah,
they gonna catch man. They don't play that shit.
The first two tweets he sent out after that day, because it happened on the first, right? He got on Twitter the next day. He said, "God got me. He been had me." And then the second tweet he sent after that, he said, "God don't make mistakes."
Yeah. Yo, man.
Why? I
don't know what this means, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and say I don't think that this guy is the one that killed Takeoff. For some strange reason, I don't think that he's the one that killed Takeoff. For one, I'm saying that because if they just arrested him yesterday, right? How did they do any ballistic testing that fast? How were they able to do any type of testing at all? Okay, to pin and charge him with the murder of Takeoff. Don't you have to have more hard evidence than whatever they have? Because they're not saying that they found him with a gun. Okay, so it's just not adding up, y'all. Drop a comment. Let me know what y'all think. Someone here, Real Talk, says, why is J Prince Jr. walking? That's what we all want to know. We all want to know the same thing. Why is he walking? Like, it just doesn't add up.
Looked like he was trying to get out of here, though. You can't blame him.
Hey, man. Hey, listen, man. Maybe he was going on vacation, man.
Hey, hold on. Yo, I love you. One of them niggas who every time I be listening to you on Clubhouse, I'm like, yo, niggas can't ever pin you. The order, so the judge has to sign off. So if the judge check this box, it's gonna be, yo, you have to surrender your passport. 100% he's gonna have to surrender his passport, bro. You went to get an emergency passport to leave the country. You're gonna have to surrender your passport. Second thing, no contact with the complainant. This is gonna be something that's gonna be mentioned in a bond hearing, I believe, and in the bond hearing, we're gonna hear what the prosecutors why they say he shouldn't be in contact. Obviously not with here. This is a given. But why should he not be in contact with J Prince Jr. or anybody of J Prince Jr.'s family or Shakur Stevenson? Keep in mind, I will say J Prince Jr. and Shakur Stevenson was one of the most prominent people that was there that night. And I could imagine that the police are trying to interview them or use them for some type of evidential, situation, and who knows if these guys are cooperating. So maybe they're just trying to make sure or put an order in to say, yo, you can't cooperate. If these guys don't come in to talk to us, you can't talk to them. And that's to stop any type of, maybe they think that J Prince Jr. is trying to help this nigga. You get what I mean? Who knows? We're all kind of guessing right now, but it's interesting. Nigga. Also, you know why it's interesting too? Well, actually, his real name is J Prince Jr. This whole time I was thinking like J Prince Jr. is like a stage name, but no, that's his real name, J Prince Jr. Okay. All right. So it's act intelligent by mathematics ain't no joke. Come on, man. YouTube, what's cracking with y'all? Still got a little bit more wine in here.
All right, y'all. So as y'all can see, that is what's going on. That's the documentation that we have regarding Mr. Patrick. Now, if you did want to see, let me see here, y'all. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Pneumonia, nigga. That sound like some shit from the 80s. What the fuck? Nothing I can't handle. The crazy thing is, last night we was just rocking on a solid crowd at Madison Square Garden in front of thousands of fans. Now I'm all alone in a tiny hospital room. Life is definitely a roller coaster. He says, Lupus Warrior.
Now, I also went on DJ Pat's Instagram, which was private, guys, so I was not able to get into his Instagram page. Now, I did see another Instagram page that had the name DJ Pat that was open, and it looks like it's old. It looks like it's from last year. So let me take a look. Let me show y'all what I seen. Okay, let's see any hashtags that he got. So I was searching so hard, y'all, trying to see if he was affiliated to Mob Ties, if he had any type of affiliation between Jay Prince Jr., Mob Ties, Rap a Lot, and I honestly didn't see not one thing in him to Mob Ties at all, which I find pretty weird. If he's supposed to be Mob Ties, we seen all those other guys that was there. We seen their affiliation to Mob Ties, right? Hold on, y'all. But the craziest part about all of this is that they're ordering him to stay away from Jay Prince Jr. and Shakur Stevenson. Why are they ordering DJ Pat to stay away from Jay Prince Jr., y'all? I think Jay Prince Jr. is the one that's setting this young man up. I'm going to just go ahead and call it out now that I believe that Jay Prince Jr. is pinning the murder on him. God alone knows how they did that. But I need to see the footage myself. If I don't see it with my own two eyes, DJ Pat killing Takeoff and shooting him, I'm not going to believe it, okay? Because I seen Lil Cam with my own two eyes right up on Takeoff. We all seen it. We all seen him with our own two eyes. We seen Lil Cam right there when Takeoff was killed. Okay, so why won't they release the footage? Why won't they release the footage of DJ Pat, Mr. Patrick Clark? If he's the so-called alleged killer, why don't they release the footage of him shooting Takeoff? It just doesn't make any sense, guys. It really doesn't add up.
Somehow, magically, he should fucking, surrender his, passport, right? That he can't leave again, right? Or hopefully he can't leave. The state requests that the defendant have no contact with the complainant in this case. Granted, Takeoff is dead. There's no way to contact him.
All right, so this is the updated paperwork that we have on DJ Pat, which is Patrick Clark, which is the new suspect in the murder of Takeoff that has been arrested just yesterday on December 1st, guys. So all the paperwork that we're seeing here right now is that the court filed a motion to have his bond set at $1 million and no less, and that they also are preparing conditions for his bond. So it seems like they're pretty confident that the judge is going to sign off on this motion for sufficient bond, requesting that his bond is set at $1 million. So they're already setting the conditions here. What are the conditions? They're stating right here that they do not want him. State requests the defendant, whether a foreign national or not, be ordered to surrender any and all passports, visas, or other travel documents, and be prohibited from obtaining or applying any new or supplemental passport, visa, or travel document. Also, the state requests the defendant have no contact with the complainant in this case. That would be Takeoff. or anyone in the complainant's household, including siblings, parents, in person or through any other persons, telephonically, by mail, or by any other manner or means for the duration of this case, and the following individuals and or locations: any family or household members of the complainant, Kershnik Kari Ball, which is Takeoff. They also don't want him to have contact with Jay Prince Jr. and any of his family members or household. They also don't want him to have any contact with Shakur Stevenson and any members of his family or household and his residence / place of employment. Why don't they want him to go around Shakur Stevenson or Jay Prince Jr.? That's the fishy part about it. Now, what we all want to know, is he a co-defendant? Is he a co-defendant of Patrick Clark? Meaning, was he involved in the murder and they just don't want to come out and say it? Or is he the one that's telling on this young man? Is he the one that's telling? Is he a so-called witness? He's claiming to be a witness, okay, because he was there. They all seen him there, so he has to come forward with some type of statement regarding the situation. And as we all heard, Houston Police Chief Mr. Fenner did state that everyone has to come forward. Everyone that was there, it's not an option that they must come forward or they will be subpoenaed, which means they will be demanded to show up for court or to make a statement, okay? So what's going on with that, y'all? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Somebody let me know right now. Why do you think that they don't want DJ Patrick Clark? They are ordering, the judge is ordering Patrick Clark to stay away from Jay Prince Jr. and Shakur Stevenson. Why are they naming him in this court document? Why are they naming Jay Prince Jr.? This is a current document. This is a document from today when they filed this in court, okay, stating that they did not want the new suspect, the new murder suspect of Takeoff. They don't want him going around or contacting Jay Prince Jr. or any of his family or household, as well as Shakur Stevenson.
Dead, unless you're doing some other spiritual shit, right? In this case, or anyone from the complainant's household, which means his mom's, right? But they included, they say include siblings, parents, in person. Like, you can tell this is a template because he's dead. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, show up to his gravesite? Or through, and by the way, this does apply to his gravesite too. Person or through any other persons, telephonically, by mail, or by any other manners or means for the duration of this cause, and the following individuals or locations. This is interesting. Any family or household members of the complainant, Takeoff, Jay Prince Jr., and any of his family or household. That's the interesting part about this. Why the fuck can't he talk to Jay Prince Jr. if y'all ain't charge Jay Prince Jr.? But y'all want him to stay away from Jay Prince Jr. Usually, if you get a case, think about even domestic violence, they're going to tell you, stay away from the victim and witnesses, or stay away from victim and your other co-defendants. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Takeoff is the victim. Obviously, Takeoff's family. That makes sense. Why is Jay Prince Jr. on this shit? That's odd. Stay away from anybody who's a family member or household member of Takeoff. Makes sense. Stay away from Jay Prince Jr. or any members of his household. Wait, why? Then they say Shakur Stevenson, which is also interesting. Hey, this is where I wish I had this is where like Whack 100 and the Clubhouse come in clutch. This is how people go interpret this.
All right, y'all. So y'all, if y'all haven't already, make sure you go check out my past video. I just recently dropped a video. Literally, I just dropped a video speaking on the entire DJ Pat situation. But let's go ahead over here and check out this interview. This interview that DJ Pat did, okay? It's on my channel, on the video that I just uploaded right here, guys.
What they do, Jones Crew, it's your girl Crystal, and I'm back at you again with another lit video.
I'm gonna fast forward it to the
In-
part.
Gilliam, who's worked very hard on this case.
Well, first, let's take a look at this, y'all. Hold on.
Background of this.
Thank you for the support. We're here to announce an arrest, but before I do that, I always start with that human element. I spoke to Takeoff's mother early this morning, and my prayers, and I ask that all our prayers continue to go out to her and his entire family, his close friends, the city of Atlanta, and all of Takeoff's fans. What a great individual he was. We have a special relationship with the city of Atlanta. I want to make sure that stays intact. I want to thank them, the family, and everybody else for patience, allowing us to work through the evidence and the facts, which is most important. I also want to thank our investigators. Here today, Sergeant Michael Barrow, Lieutenant Barnes, Investigator Ross Watson, and also from the DA's office, Ruben Perez and Matt Gilliam, who's worked very hard on this case. All of our individuals, our divisions, our homicide division, thank you. People don't know the hard work that they do behind the scenes, the number of hours that they're away from their family members. So also the gang division, our federal partners, FBI, state partner DPS, and ATF. Everybody took a role in this investigation. I stood here a little bit, I think a month ago, maybe a day or two, and made a promise that we would get the individuals or the individual that's responsible for the murder of Takeoff in custody. So yesterday evening, we arrested Patrick Xavier Brown, 33 years old. He was charged with the murder of Takeoff. Brown was arrested again yesterday evening in the 14700 block of Sterling Green Boulevard. It's located on the east side of Texas. I'm sorry, of Houston. Again, Cameron Joshua, 22 years old, was arrested on November the 22nd for felon in possession of a weapon. I'm going to turn it over to the mayor right now, and after that, we're going to bring up the investigators and then the district attorney's office, and then Commander Garcia will translate for us in Spanish. Thank you.
Your entire team and all of your law enforcement partners that have been working on this case. Let me thank the prosecutors from the DA's office. I really appreciate their presence and their work, and I've certainly realized that the work continues in this case. I do want to point out the fact that over the last month, I've had several conversations with the mayor of Atlanta, Mayor Andre Dickens, kind of keeping him advised of this investigation and what was taking place, and talked with him as late as yesterday evening to apprise him of what would be taking place today. Look, it was about a month ago when we stood here as a team to discuss the shooting death of Kirshner Kyrie Ball, public knew him as Takeoff. We all knew him as...
I don't know, y'all. Something just don't seem right. I just can't put my finger on it. Like, how can they charge him in the murder already if they don't even have the gun that was used to kill Takeoff? They have no ballistic testing. They're just going off of, quote unquote, good police work. I don't understand. Where's the proof? Where's the proof that this young man killed Takeoff?
Takeoff.
Not only that, but they stated in the court document that Pat, quote unquote, shot Takeoff in the back and in the head. So they're stating that he's shot Takeoff both times. Not only that, but they're saying in the back, the coroner's report never said anything about Takeoff being shot in the back. They said, as we all know, they said that Takeoff got shot in the torso and that it went into his arm. So now, why are they changing their story up? Why are they saying that he's all of a sudden got shot in the back?
A talented entertainer and part of the Atlanta-based group, the Migos. I do also want to acknowledge Councilmember Edward Pollard, who is with us this afternoon. But in more than entertainer, he was a son, a brother, cousin, and a friend, and a mentor to those in the music industry. At that time, we also asked witnesses to help police identify Takeoff's killer and prevent more violence from happening in retaliation. I am glad that a suspect has been arrested and charged with Takeoff's death. It certainly, I think, will bring some comfort to the family, though it does not bring Takeoff back.
Here's what I think, guys. I'm going to just go out and say it. I'm going to just go ahead and say it. I think that they have been extorting this young man, Patrick Clark. I think that they've been extorting him. He is a strip club owner in Houston, Texas. He's a business owner. He's making a lot of money over there in Houston, Texas. And we all know that Mob Ties and Rap-A-Lot does not like anybody making money around them. Anybody in Houston other than them, they don't like them making money. So guess what? They're going to try to extort him just like they did many times that I showed you in many of my videos. Now, if you haven't seen my videos, you want to go check those out. So that way you can be caught up on theory, caught up on exactly what is going on here, y'all. This is not the first time. History repeats itself. We've seen this too many times with the Prince family, where a crime is committed and someone else goes down for it. Someone else that they have been hating on, someone else that they've been trying to extort. These same people, they end up pinning all these crimes on these people that don't want to work with them, that don't want to give them money. This is exactly what we're seeing here.
This is a significant step towards seeking justice, and I hope it also brings additional comfort to all of those who love Takeoff. Over the past few weeks, Chief Ben and I were asked often about the status of the investigation.
Why are they protecting Lil Cam? Why are they protecting Lil Cam? We all seen Lil Cam with the gun. We all seen Lil Cam right up on Takeoff. We all seen him practically shoot Takeoff. We all seen it when he was standing right next to Takeoff. I have the still shots of Takeoff being shot and bleeding out his side. I have the still shot of that, y'all. And if you haven't seen it already, make sure you go check out my other videos. That's the only way you're going to see it.
The chief kept me informed about the information that had been received, the evidence that has been collected, including the video that was being reviewed. I want to express my regrets and disappointment that this was a case of another young man taken for no reason. The gun violence everywhere, not just in the city of Houston, has to stop. People are dying for little or no reason.
In the city of Houston, the violence in the city of Houston needs to stop, because I don't know anywhere else that celebrities are going to and getting murdered, getting killed like flies, like cockroaches.
And people are reaching for a deadly firearm to settle sometimes minor disagreements. But pulling the firearm can have.
Now let's get into the footage of
by the name of DJ Pat 7. Young man. Doing my research, I found out
this is the video that I just dropped, y'all. This is the video I just
you
dropped.
Hit that like button, guys, on your way in. Past, let me know your thoughts. Yet it doesn't make any sense that if he was arrested last night, what gun do they have in possession to do ballistic tests on? It just doesn't make any sense, guys. If he was just arrested yesterday, how can they have done what evidence do they have?
How can they do ballistic testing in just a few hours? Doesn't that take weeks? Doesn't that take weeks to come back, y'all? So here's an interview with DJ Pat right here. As you can see, his whole demeanor, everything about him, it's not giving killer. It's not giving cold-blooded killer at all. It's just not giving.
DJ Pat, this is the alleged murder. Here it is.
Follow the chick. Where did that come from? You know, a lot of people, I feel like they don't know, but you done put some groundwork in around this motherfucking city too, aside from DJing, just as far as being a well-versed influencer with, you know, conversing, having people on your platform that goddamn make have a name for themselves as well as have one for your own self. And you're one of the youngest strip club owners too. We'll get into that later. So let's talk about the follow the check. Where did that start?
DJing, like when I first like started strip club DJing, they was giving me only the nights that nobody else wanted, or the nights that wasn't popular. So like say back in the day, if a girl worked at Dreams, she didn't work at she didn't work at Fetish, or she didn't work at High Rollers. She worked at Dreams. Like she was hired at that club. Like girls had to work at that club, and that was it. They didn't get to go. Okay, well, when the night was popping.
I'm sorry, y'all. This young man right here is just not giving Cold-Blooded Killer. He is not giving the guy that killed Takeoff, y'all. Lil Cam, he fits the shoe. He fits the shoe. He's the one with the prior extensive record of robbing people. He's the one that's thirsty for money. He has no money. How does he work for Mob Ties? How is he working for J. Prince Jr. and they're not giving him no money, that he has to go out and burglarize cars and follow people home from banks that make withdrawals and robbing them? Why is he not getting money from J. Prince Jr.? They hiring him a high defense attorney, but they not paying him no money, that he got to resort to all these thirsty ways to get money. I don't understand it, y'all. It's just not making sense. This man right here is a business owner. He owns a club in Houston, Texas. He has a lot of money. He owns a strip club, y'all, and it's lit. It's lit. If you go on his Twitter page, if you watch this video, go back and watch the video. I did expose his Twitter page. If you go on his Twitter page, you will see his club is lit. It's popping. It's packed wall to wall. It's a lot of money flowing through that club, y'all. It just doesn't make sense that he would be, this business owner would be at an after-hour dice game shooting Takeoff for no reason at all. He's a business owner. He has his own money. It just doesn't make any sense. Not only that, but I exposed on his Twitter in this very video right here that we're watching, he posted the night Takeoff got murdered. He's at his club. Meet him at his club. He's promoting for his club. He had an event that night Takeoff got murdered at his club. So tell me, how can he be at his club and shooting Takeoff at the same time? What is he, Houdini? I don't understand. Is he pulling disappearing acts? He's at his club and he's shooting Takeoff at the same time. It just doesn't add up.
If the Wednesday night was popping, I'm gonna go over here and then I'm gonna go back to my home club. It wasn't like that. Like if a dancer worked at one club, that's the only club you was gonna catch her at. She didn't get hired at 4 or 5 different clubs. But I was hired at, a bull, like at a spot. But I got the bull.
Now, I could be wrong, y'all. He could very well be the killer, but it's just not making sense after we all seen Lil Cam walk into the courtroom doing the Masonic hand gestures. Now, all of a sudden, the next day, they have this suspect that nobody's seen on the footage. I want to see the footage, y'all. I want to see the footage. I want to see this man on the scene at the party with all the footage that's been going around circulating on social media. How come no one has identified DJ Pat as being there at the bowling alley the night Takeoff got murdered? Where's that footage? Where's that footage? We seen everybody else that was there. We seen the girls. We seen J. Prince Jr. We seen Shakur. We seen Mingo Lingo. We seen Mango Bands. We seen them all. We seen everybody. We even seen Bushwick Bill's son. We even seen that big dude. I can't remember names right now, but I seen them all, and I have identified every single person that was on the scene that was there the night Takeoff was murdered. And how come we don't see him? Where's he at in the footage, y'all? That's all I'm saying. If anybody has footage of DJ Pat on the scene the night of Takeoff's murder at the bowling alley, I'm gonna need y'all to send it over to me. Send it over to me. I'm gonna pull up my IG right here. Okay, once you see any footage at all with DJ Pat, okay, make sure you send it over to me. Okay, this is my IG right here. And like I said, what the hell? That is not me. That is not my page. Hold on, y'all. That is not my page. Okay? This is my page right here. So like I said, if you find any footage at all about DJ Pat being at the bowling alley the night Takeoff got murdered, send it to my Instagram right here. Send it right here, y'all. I'm sorry, this is a little small desk I'm on. Send it right here, y'all. Okay? If you find any footage with DJ Pat at that bowling alley the night Takeoff was murdered, please send it to me. Please send it to me. I'm willing to pay for that footage right there. If anybody got the footage, DJ Pat at the bowling alley the night Takeoff got murdered, I want to see it with my own two eyes. I want to at least verify that he was in fact there. Because like I said, he posted on his Twitter page saying that he was at his club, Club Flames in Houston, Texas. Now let's take a look. And that post he posted at saying that he was at Club Flames in Houston, Texas was at 7:42 p.m. Now let's see what time does Club Flames close. Club Flames, Houston, Texas. This is it right here. Flame, the Flame. Open 24 hours, y'all. It's open 24 hours. This club don't even close. So tell me why. Why would he leave his business establishment to go to a raggedy ass dice game hosted by Jay Prince Jr. to shoot Takeoff for no goddamn reason at all whatsoever, y'all? Why would he do that? Why would he do that? Can somebody tell me? Can anybody let me know? Somebody.
Bullshit night. So I had to make something out of the bullshit night. So what I used to do was go to the club that was popping and get the girls to come. Like I probably.
This man is all about girls. He don't care. You think he want to be at a sausage fest with Jay Prince Jr. and Lil Cam shooting dice illegally? He can be in his own club doing that. He can be in his own club. He is the club owner of Flame Club, Houston, Texas. This is his club. This is his establishment. Open 24 hours. Why would he go to shoot dice with Jay Prince Jr. them and Lil Cam and Shakur Stevenson when he can shoot dice at his own club if he wanted to, in his office, at his club? Why would this man leave his own club to go shoot dice with Jay Prince Jr.? Dang, bro, you all right back there? God damn, that boy got COVID or something. Boy, this boy over here coughing, coughing every minute. I know y'all hear this man coughing down, bro. This man, I don't know. I think he got COVID, y'all. Send help, y'all. I don't know if I'm gonna make it, but yeah. So it just don't make no sense. It just don't make no sense. Why would this man leave his club, The Flame, Houston, Texas, open 24 hours? Why would he leave his own club, his own establishment to go? Okay, let's see here. Let's see, can we get on Facebook? Can we pull up any footage from October 31st, the night Takeoff was killed? Let's see, can we pull up any footage from that night of him being in his club? He's selling food in there. Come on now. Y'all think this man about to leave his club? Okay, wait, this is something else. This say Blue Flame, y'all. Hold on. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. The Flame, Houston Club, TikTok. I don't know if I can do that. They might try to okay, let's see some. Look at this. Do y'all think this man gonna leave his club? Let me see if I can pull up Twitter for y'all real quick. Hold on, y'all. Let's go back. Let's go back, y'all. Let's see, can we pull up his Twitter on here? I have it on my phone, but I don't have it on my computer. Either way, I go to his Twitter on my last video, so we can just go ahead and run that.
You know, started that type of vibe where the girls could be able to go from here to there, and that's where it came from. Like shit, it's like follow the check. Like, yeah, money over here tonight. You need to come over here. And
Yo, if you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you go subscribe right now. Go subscribe right now. Make sure you hit the like button, and when you come in and when you go out, hit the like button. Again, we are covering DJ Pat right now. I did get this footage as well off the paperwork party. So if you do want to go ahead and check him out, that's where I got this clip right here. I believe it's on YouTube.
You know, I dancers that was, you know, maybe I had a few dancers that came from Dreams, a few dancers came from, at the time, High Rollers was open. You know, we had a place on the east side called High 10. It was a place on the north side called Crazy Horse. And shit, it just all, you know, I was working 7 days a week, but
We're going to go to his Twitter page, y'all. We're going to go to his Twitter page. Here we go. Here go his Twitter page right here.
So I found him on Twitter. Here's his Twitter page right here. Going down, I wanted to scroll down to see what he's about, what his vibe is, what his energy is. And basically all he posts about is his business, which is...
You can see right here, his Twitter handle is DJ Pat 713. If you want to go on his Twitter and check him out yourself, guys, that's his Twitter page right here. Okay, now let's keep going.
The strip club that he owns in Houston, Texas. It's called Flame. It is a strip club, a gentleman's club. Okay, so this is his page right here. You can see he was just active. He was just posting on his page. Okay, and unlike Lil Cam, he wasn't posting anything crazy, talking about hating the Migos, talking about Quavo.
You can see he just posted right here 3 days ago. 3 days ago, okay?
Hating Quavo, talking about getting money and being grimy and being a shooter, being Mob Tie affiliated. I didn't see any of that on his page at all whatsoever. You can see he's posting 4 days ago. Now, I did scroll all the way down. I wanted to go ahead and see what he was posting the night Takeoff was killed. So I wanted to see what exactly was going on with him the night of the murder. Okay.
Let's go to his post the night of
promoting his club,
Takeoff's
telling everyone to meet him out
murder. Let's go to the post the night of Takeoff's murder, y'all.
At the club. So guys, judging from this post, I think that he wasn't even... I didn't see any footage of him.
Go check out this video if you want to see this full video. I broke down a lot in this video. I just dropped this video.
Or anything. Oh, here's the post he made.
Okay, now here is the post from his Twitter, y'all. From his Twitter. What is the date? October 31st, 2022. That is the night of the party at the bowling alley. We all know it was 2:30 a.m. So they're classifying it as November 1st because we all know after 12 a.m. it's a new day, right? So this was the night of the party that Quavo and Takeoff came to Houston for Jazz Prince's birthday party. They went to the club with him, and then they went to go gambling. They went bowling, they went gambling, they did it all that night, okay? And by 2:30, Takeoff was dead. But here's the hole in the story, that this young man was at the bowling alley. Like I said, if you have footage of him at the bowling alley, please send it to me so we can update our information here at the Jones Crew. But until then, guys, from what I see on this guy's Twitter, he posted, meet him at the club, his club, Club Flame, that we just seen right here in Houston, Texas. This is where he's saying to meet him at. So how can he be here and at Billard's? Now let's see how far apart they are from each other. Let's see what the distance is between his club and Billard's. Now that's going to be very easy for us to find out, okay? All we have to do is paste. Okay, and what we want to do is go to the directions, right? Directions, boom. And then what we want to do is put in the Billard's bowling alley. Does anybody know the name of the bowling alley? What was it? 8110? Billard's. Hold on, y'all. Let me find out what the name of the bowling alley was, what Takeoff was murdered. I think it was 8810 or something like that, y'all. Let's see. Let's see if anybody got the name of the bowling alley on here. Migos rapper, he was 28, attorney, greatly missed, deep sadness. Takeoff reported he was pronounced dead, confirmed Tuesday, 2:30 a.m. What's the name of the bowling alley, y'all? Comment the bowling alley name so we can find out how far it is, so we can see if that even made sense for him to leave his club to go to this bowling alley, y'all. Does anybody know the name of the bowling alley, guys? Come on now. Y'all got to help me out now. Okay, I don't see it anywhere in here. I don't see it. I don't see the name of the bowling alley anywhere on here, y'all. Does anybody know the name of the bowling alley, y'all? Nobody is commenting. So y'all just gonna sit here and watch me. Y'all not even gonna interact with me or nothing, huh? Okay, bet. I'll figure it out on my own, guys. What is the name of the bowling alley where Takeoff was killed? Okay, 810. Billards and bowling. Okay. Now, let's see. Okay, here it is. Okay, so you already know what I'm about to do, right? You already know what I'm about to do, right? Let's see how far the bowling alley is from his club. So it's about 20 minutes. It's about a 20-minute drive from his club to this bowling alley. Do y'all think this businessman is going to leave the Blue Flame? I'm sorry, not the Blue Flame, just the Flame. He's going to leave his club, the Flame, to drive 20 to 22 minutes out of his way to go to this bowling alley and shoot Takeoff. Shoot Takeoff in the back of the head and shoot him in the back. That's what the report said, right? That's what the report said.
on Halloween night saying to meet him at the club. He's referring to his club he owns in Houston, Texas called Flame. So let me know, how can he be at his club and at the bowling alley shooting Takeoff at the same time? It just doesn't make any sense, guys. How did they get the gun to run ballistic tests in just a couple of hours? If he was arrested last night, how could they have done ballistic testing so soon? And they did not say.
Damn, my bad, y'all. Let's see if Academics still live so I can show y'all the footage that we had. Nope, looks like he's gone. Like I said, y'all, make sure you go check out my other video, because that's the only way you're going to see what's going on here. I covered all of this.
What they do, Jones Crew, it's your girl Chris.
On my other videos.
Police office in charge.
Texas. Okay. Like button, guys, on your way in.
Have a name for themselves as well as have go okay. Well, when the night famous for a night like.
Okay, guys, and then another
Just made
thing
more
that I did was I went ahead and looked him up myself.
Found all their to meet him. They never mentioned any eyes, guys, to see that they actually had this man in custody. So I looked him up, and the public wants to know. So next, I went on to Harris County Clerk District website, where I did a jail search, an inmate search on Mr. Patrick Clark, and you can see he is pulled up right there. I just wanted to see it with my own two eyes, guys, to see that they actually had this man in custody. So I looked him up, and there you see it right there. He is charged with murder. He was arrested on December 1st, which was yesterday, and he does have a court date coming up on December 6th, which is Monday, this Monday coming up, I believe, or Tuesday. So guys, I'm definitely going to keep you posted with this entire situation. We're going to dive on into it, and I'm sure by my next video, I'll have even more proof for you and even more evidence as well in regards to Mr. Patrick Clark. We're going to find out, was he there?
Which I did, which is the reason why I went live tonight, so I can update you on all those new court documents where the prosecution requested to have his bond sufficiently set at $1 million, which we all seen. The judge did not sign off on that motion just yet. Also, I showed you guys the conditions of his bond release, which would be that he is to stay away from Jay Prince Jr. and Shakur Stevenson, which is very, very strange. Why would prosecution tell him to stay away from Jay Prince Jr. and Shakur Stevenson? Is it because they're co-defendants, or is it because they are snitching on him and they are on the opposite side? So either way, guys, it's not looking good. It's a bunch of fishy stuff. It's a bunch of holes in this story. But like I said, I'm going to report to you every single thing I see, every single thing I know on this entire situation. As you can see, this is where he's being held right here. And the jail is located on the west side of San Jacinto, between Fannin Street and Baker Street. It is on the same building as 711 North San Jacinto, and the entrance faces Buffalo's Bayou. So that's where he is being housed. This inmate, Mr. Patrick, is being housed at this location right here, guys. And that's all we have for now, guys. I've updated you. Like I said, I was going to keep you updated if I find anything else. I did tell you that by my next video, I would have some new information, which I did share with you guys here tonight regarding Patrick Clark, regarding his bond conditions, regarding his bond set to $1 million. So we all see that he does have a court date coming up on December 6th, which I believe is the Tuesday. Let me just make sure real quick here. Yep, it's Tuesday. So he has a bond hearing on Tuesday where they're either going to try to get him no bond because he booked a ticket. He booked a ticket to Mexico right after Takeoff was killed. He applied for an emergency visa, an emergency passport, and he booked a ticket to Mexico. Is that a big coincidence, guys? Did he already have the trip planned? Like, what's going on here? Are they pinning this murder on him? Is he the fall guy for mob ties? Or have they been extorting him and they're just pinning this murder on him like we've seen them do time and time again? We've seen J. Prince Sr. pin murders on guys at dice games before, guys that were not even there at the dice game, may I remind you, which I covered in my previous videos. I covered that. I covered a Rap-A-Lot dice game where somebody was shot, robbed, and killed, and J. Prince Sr. ended up pinning the murder on this guy that was not even at the dice game. He was in Louisiana at his sister's wedding, and he still ended up getting arrested and being charged and is serving 76 years in prison for a murder he did not even commit. He was not even at the dice game. So we've seen that before with this family. We've seen that with the Prince family before. Is that what they're doing now with this situation where someone gets killed at a dice game and they pin it on someone else that they've been extorting, someone that they don't like, someone that is a threat to them because of their success, someone that's involved in the same industry as them that they're afraid may be a success and that's threatening their success? Is that what's going on here, y'all? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know how y'all feel about this situation. Let me know y'all thoughts on this entire situation. 810 Billers, thank you, D. And someone says here the shooter was in the bowling alley. There is footage of him there. Shooter is in the video standing across from Migo Bands. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take a look at that footage. I want to find that footage. Let's see, can we find the footage, guys? Where can we find the footage? Let's see. Let's see, can we find the footage? Because like I said, we've seen this too many times in the Prince family. We've seen it too many times. Let's see if we can find any footage. The following content has been identified. I understand. We're all grown.
Thanks for joining us tonight. We begin with some new information in the tragic shooting death of rapper Tim.
See, they're not going to show the footage. I heard that they pulled the footage. Let me see, y'all. See, this ain't it.
Guns.
Okay.
The new video shows someone police are interested in talking to.
Where is he, y'all?
TMZ released footage that shows an unidentified man standing near rappers.
Does anybody know what he was wearing? What was Patrick Clark wearing? What was DJ Pat wearing?
Quavo and Takeoff with a gun in his pocket. This was while Quavo got into an argument.
Because we all know right here in the white hoodie, that's Lil Chris. I'm sorry, Bankroll Chris. This is Bankroll Chris right here. This is another little boy. I can't remember his name, y'all, but he's on Instagram as well. This is Lil Cam's homeboy. Okay. Is this him? Is this him? Is this DJ Pat right here? Let's see. Does he have a goatee? Does he have a goatee, y'all? Let's see.
Like when I first started strip club DJing, they was giving me only the nights that nobody else wanted, or the nights that wasn't popping. So like say back in the day, if a girl worked at Dreams, she didn't work at.
Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on this situation, on what I have presented to you. And make sure you subscribe as well. Make sure you hit the little bell so you never miss a video, because I'm covering this entire situation in detail, guys. So I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Now, y'all tell me. I don't see that little stripe right there. I don't see the little goatee. Y'all tell me. Am I bugging? Is that him right there? Is that him? That may very well be him, y'all. That may very well be him. Let me see what the chat is saying. Chat. Thank you, D. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Monique. Thank you so much, everybody. Real talk, everybody that commented. Guys, comment right now. Let me know. Is that him? Is that DJ Pat right there? Is that DJ Pat? Is that the one that's across from Migo Bands? Is that the one that's across from Migo Bands? Because it looks like this guy right here. He got a clean face that's kind of looking like DJ Pat right here. He got the same complexion. Let's look at the lips. He got the little tiny mustache. I think that's him, y'all. Oh, shit. This is crazy. This is crazy, y'all. Ooh. Ooh. Is that DJ Pat, y'all? Is that the killer right there standing across from Migo Bands, y'all? That's why his ass bought that ticket to Mexico? Is that why he filed for a visa? Is that why he filed for a visa, y'all? Right after Takeoff's murder, he filed for an emergency visa. I just showed that in the court documents. If you haven't seen that, if you're just now tuning in, make sure you rewind the video. Go back to where I went over the court documents. Is that him? I went over the court documents, and the court documents state that he applied for an emergency visa just days after Takeoff got murdered, and he booked a flight to Mexico. When they arrested him, they found him with a plane ticket, a brand new visa, and a large amount of money. That's what it said in the documents. I think that's him. Can anybody tell me who this is? Can anybody tell me who this is? Someone in the chat just said he's there. He's standing right across from Migo Bands. I found the video, and I see a young man standing right across from Migo Bands, looking just like this young man right here. Straight nose. Look at the lips. Look at the roundness to the face. He looked guilty in this picture too, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. Let's see.
With someone over a dice game.
Oh shit, y'all. That was him. That was him. I just seen the braids. I just seen the braids, y'all. Did y'all see when he just turned his head like that? Did y'all just see when he just turned his head like that? Right here. There he goes. With them same little braids, y'all. He got them same little peel back braids with his head shaved on the sides. He got his head shaved on the sides, and he got little braids. There he is. There he is, y'all. Damn. That ain't take long at all. That did not take long at all. Yup, you found him. The Jughead one. Hey, D, you silly. That's him, though. You sure was right, yo. I'm so happy you came on here. I'm so happy you came on here, because I would have never known. I would have never even known. He's right there. It did not take long to find him at all. He is at the goddamn bowling alley, standing right across from Migo Bands, right next to Bankroll Chris, right next to Lil Chucky. Chucky doll, Bushwick Bill's son, Lil Bushwick, right? There he go right there, y'all. He's screwed. He's screwed. So they got his ass. They got his ass on the footage. They got his ass on the surveillance footage at the location right here. You seen it first right here. I just identified him at the bowling alley. Wow, it's over for this kid. I can't wait to see the footage, y'all. I cannot wait to see this footage. I pray to God they release this footage from the bowling alley so we can see him in action, so we can see him shooting Takeoff, y'all. Because I don't know. To me, I still feel like Lil Cam shot him at least once. He did something. Why was he up on Takeoff like that, y'all? Spinning him around and like he was juking his chain. I don't know what he was doing. Why was he right there? Maybe it's because he felt like Migo Bands was going to shoot him. So he was, you know, grabbing Takeoff, you know, as a shield or something. Like, I don't know, man. This is crazy, y'all. This is crazy as hell. So right here, we already identified DJ Pat right here, standing right here across from Migo Bands. And we all know Takeoff in this situation right here, Takeoff is about right here. He is right over here somewhere behind Migo Bands. Or, well, you can't see him because Migo Bands. Oh, my mouse about to die, y'all. Oh, shit. My mouse dead. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. So, look. We just broke it down, y'all. We just broke this whole shit down right here, guys. We just broke the whole shit down, y'all. So if you're tuning in right now, make sure you hit that like button on the way in. If you're leaving, make sure you hit the like button on the way out. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, because when I tell you I'm diving deep into this, I'm not leaving any stone unturned. There he is right there, DJ Pat 713, that owns a club in Houston, Texas, y'all. So it is true. He left his club. He got his own establishment. He owns a strip club in Houston, Texas. So he left his establishment. He posted, meet him at the club. He left the club and went over there to 810 Billards in bowling to gamble and shoot dice with Quavo, Lil Cam, and J Prince Jr. And now they have found him guilty. And now they have locked his ass up and thrown away the key. Now they want to set his bond at $1 million. Because why? They found him with an emergency passport that he applied for right after Takeoff got killed. And they also found him with an itinerary, which is a plane ticket to Mexico. So they found him with all these things, and that's the reason why they want to set his bond at $1 million, y'all. This is crazy. I can't believe we found him so damn fast, y'all. On the first try, on the first video. Here he is, right here. Here he is, right here, y'all. I might have to go ahead and do a whole nother video on this child. I'm gonna have to do some more research off live when I get off live. Ooh wee! I can't believe we found him, y'all, on the first try. I wonder if they found the weapon. They have to have a video to say he was a shooter. Exactly. I believe they are going off of the footage saying that he is the shooter, because if they found him with a gun, they would have stated they found him with a gun, just like when they locked up Lil Cam. They said they found Lil Cam with the gun, right? And so they said they did ballistic testing, and they found that the gun Lil Cam had was not the gun used to kill Takeoff. So therefore, they could not charge Lil Cam with the murder of Takeoff. They charged him with possession of a weapon as a felon. But this young man right here, they did not find with a gun. So they're going specifically based off of surveillance footage. Just like we heard Houston Police Chief state that they have the footage. We heard the lawyer in my last video. I went into the court date. Well, not me physically, but we got footage of the court date with Lil Cam being in court, and we heard his lawyer say that they have surveillance footage, which means that is the same exact footage that they used to charge DJ Pat 713, aka Patrick Clark, Patrick Xavier Clark. That's the same footage that they used to charge him in murder, y'all. And I can't believe we found his ass. We found his ass right there on the first try, y'all. On the first try, right here. And he looked like he ready to go too. Look at him. Look at him. He looking at Takeoff. It looked like he looking at Takeoff. Like he ready to go. I could see it on his face. I thought this man was an innocent man that they was trying to pin the murder on, because we all know that's what the Prince family does. But now that I found the footage of him right there at the bowling alley, y'all. He's right there. He can't lie. He can't deny it. He's right there. He's right there, side by side with mob ties, side by side. He's from Houston, Texas. So is he the one that Jay Prince Sr. was talking about when he said they can't hide around me or behind me or under me or whatever the hell he said? Was he talking about him? Because he definitely looked like he tied in, y'all. He is tied in. Let's see what else they got to say.
For a dice game, a scuffle starts. Then you can see that same man with that gun drawn, and you hear gunshots.
Do we see him
Still
run
can't
off?
tell who fired the
No.
first shot, but we know after that first shot,
That's crazy, y'all. We found this man right here on the first try. Ain't that something? Boy, you can't hide.
Quavo got into an argument with someone.
And when he turned his head, that confirmed it for me that that is him right there. It confirmed it for me because of his braids. I seen his braids. That's him, y'all. Ooh-wee. This is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. Y'all, let me know what y'all think, man. This is insane. Like, there he goes right there. I didn't know what to think. I didn't know if to think that Jay Prince Jr. then was trying to pin this on him and extorting him because he's a business owner. I mean, shit. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I want to see the footage. I want to see the footage. Let me unshare, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Okay. I want to see the footage of him shooting Takeoff. I want to see it with my own two eyes, y'all. The same way we just seen him right there in the party, in the mix. That's crazy. We just seen him. So the same way we just seen him right there, I want to see him shooting. I want to see the surveillance footage, y'all. Boy, ain't nothing else. Ain't nothing else, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. If you have not seen the full video, if you want to see all the documents that I went over in this video, guys, rewind the video, start the video over, fast forward it, do whatever you need to do. Make sure you check out the footage where it states he is not allowed to talk to Jay Prince Jr. or Shakur Stevenson. Now that we've seen him there on the footage, it's easy for us to say that they are co-defendants. Or we can also say that they are witnesses. Is Jay Prince Jr. a witness in this situation, or is he a co-defendant that conspired against Takeoff with DJ Pat? If you haven't seen the footage, make sure you rewind it. Make sure you go check out the footage of the documents that I just posted. I just did a reaction to DJ Akademiks. He was live. He was releasing all the documents. I got all the documents on this video. Run it back so you can see the bond conditions. You can see them setting his bond, requesting to set his bond at no less than $1 million, guys. Go ahead and check that out. Make sure you also check out my other video that I just dropped tonight as well. And you know I'm going to keep you updated. So make sure you subscribe and hit the little bell as well. Okay? And I'm going to see you next time. Bye-bye.